Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, welcome back to the channel. My name is James Ward, head professional at Dewsbury Golf Club. And today, we're taking a look at another new club, the Titleist T50 utility iron. This one that I've got in my hand is a 2-iron, and I think it could be an answer to that club which I've been struggling to use. It's one that I swap around a lot, and it's the club in between my 3-wood and my 4-iron. So yeah, that can be a 5, I've had a 5-wood, 7-wood, few hybrids, utility irons, and just swap between the two, go back to the old one, changing, not really sure totally which one. And this one, I've now been using this for a few weeks, and I've been quite impressed with it. So a few things you need to know about this. So the construction of it, it's improved like every club. New sort of face on it, higher ball speeds from the bottom of the face, which is quite interesting because on a utility iron, certainly for myself, that's where you'd catch them off centre hits a lot of the time and you'd lose a lot of it. So they've improved the ball speed on that. We're going to find out shortly as we hit it. And it's sort of like construction. It's got the hybrid shafts in it, or that's what you're going to get fitted into a lot of the time. So it feels really quite light with the weight more than in the head. Aims for better launch angles, get that flighted, and I have been hitting it next to my current utility iron that I'm using, the TaylorMade one, which is very lower launching as well. And it's got that, so it's got a slight bit of trailing edge, and that which is weird to be talking about bounce on a utility, but for better turf interaction, which makes it more playable from the turf and from the tees as well. So yeah, we're gonna test it out. We're gonna bring some numbers to the table. Like I said, hopefully we'll see a couple of shots with the TaylorMade too, which it has got a different shaft in it, so that can cause it to be lower launching. But yeah, I've tried this for a few rounds, been quite impressed with it. High flighted, just what I'm sort of looking for. So let's get into it. Let's get hitting. So we're in the fairway. Apologies, I put the shots on, but the audio didn't work on the first tee shots. So, but hitting them, I feel like that's launched higher than my TaylorMade one. The only downside to this club is because you've got that 250U, they have got the U505, which is bigger. And I just think a lot of the clubs like that, it's like the DHY and the TaylorMade, a lot of them are huge, big heads, almost like cheating clubs. Like this one, I feel like you've got to be a little bit more precise to get the full, potential out of it. Like that was a beautiful shot, but that might not even get over the gorse bushes. That, like, it just feels like just didn't quite catch that, and it's the yardage was down. We're hitting it about 2 times. I'm just going to put the GC Quad there for this next one. I mean, not the, we're hitting off turf, October time. Same again, okay. .210 carry on that one. I mean, what would I be expecting to hit this? So my 4-iron, well, the 4-iron may go around 205 in the height of summer. I think sometimes hitting shots on the GC Quad out here shows you the distance we'll lose at this time of year. And that's the bad one. I'm actually going to get away with that one. 188's gone down to low face there on that. What I'm going to do, pull out the Old Faithful. So this is what I've been using, and this is more sort of stock standard, if you want. Like, how far away are we? So this is the TaylorMade P-UDI, and to be fair, I have liked this. The only thing is with this, just struggle to get it flighted, which is what I'm thinking about going on to maybe a hybrid. I mean, it feels shorter, which I quite like, even though it's not. Maybe a smidge, I think they're a quarter of an inch longer standard, the Titleist. It's lower launching like that, but that has worked and done it. Poor strike, but it's 191 distance, and that was poor strike, Jimmy. Come on, might bring this out on the next tee and see as well, because it would be usually where I'm using it. But this shot here, if we got into a par 5, if we got that into a second shot into a par 5, yeah, that's nice. See, 223 on that. Not amazing, just 9-degree low spin. I don't think I have to be as precise with this. That's the only, you can see the numbers on there on that 223 carry, so that's a lot more. Lower launch angle. I'd ideally want to get that up. I'd ideally want to get that up there. Although from the golf shot I'm hitting fairway, not sort of ideal with it, and low spin, but yeah. Interesting really, but I think that's, you know, Titleist 250U so far. Pros, well, it's amazing. Looks class, very sleek design. Feels good to hit it. Great off the turf, like they say that it is. Great off the tee, off the deck, everywhere you want to hit it. Ball striking wise, i.e. me, that's where it could, I feel like, just come a bit unstuck. Like I've hit 3 similar there, but just not caught that middle, and it's just shown on here as well. So we'll let a few more to finish on this 12th hole at Dewsbury. So instantly this sort of, we picked up yardage on it, and to be fair, and we'll put some videos on of the two clubs next to each other, but very sort of similar in size, behind the ball, face, you know, face size on it. I think the TaylorMade is probably seen as more of a, what they call like muscle backs. Bottom of the face, 213 carry. I tell you what, it's like the body can't move. Ball's not going anywhere. 213 carry on this. I mean, this club for me at Cleckheaton Pro on first hole in August, it went 280 yards. Okay, that wasn't all carry. See, that was so far out the toe, and it's gone further than 212 yards. See my worry with that. Well, we're going to discuss the numbers after it. Well, the worry and the not worry is that is 9.6 launch angle and 3,000 spin. Good ball, TP5 ball as well. But that's what I would potentially have that club for. It's very rarely that I would hit it off the deck. And if I am, it's usually a par, for me, it's usually a par 5, which, you know, I can try and sort of play one a little higher anyway. And I think this, for the club that it's going to be, may just be a bit too, well, no. I'll change that. I mean, that's a beautiful shot. 221 carry, launch 11.6, spin 4,000. I just don't know. I mean, that, yeah. I mean, that's perfect, which makes me say that it is right, but I suppose we'll have to just keep playing with it because it's my inconsistencies which worry me with it. I'm not going to say, obviously the club's not inconsistent. If you hit it out the middle, pretty sure it'd be perfect. But all in all, I do like it. I just think, would there be a different club that I could use, like a cheating stick? I would be worried as well, say if I had a par 3 that were 230 yards, 4 irons a no-go. Seeing on them two, we've hit the best shot with that 220 again. 11.8 right next to each other. So yeah, that's maybe the worry. But then again, maybe we're on a hole here. It's quite nice for me, suits my eye, perfect club for it. So yeah, but let's have a look at the GC Quad now. Let's see what that's thrown back as. So I think a couple of things to point out. What you need to know about the club. So yeah, it's part of the T250 range, which are a muscle back of like players distance, of like distance irons, sorry. So they are there to get the ball out for high ball speeds and getting it out there as well. It is to perform like a hybrid. Got that hybrid shafts which they go into. We're looking at my balls now, and they are pretty much similar. Maybe a little bit of rollout, but so we've got the two there right in the middle. There like that. It comes in a 2, 3 and 4, so you can get him a little bit higher loft, and maybe that's what I would have to try as well if I'm wanting more of that flight. But yeah, like I said, there's the T250 utility. Then I think there's still the U505. I think that's the one that I'm going to try next to this again, because like got that consistency. See how they go. Because I think for this iron, we could put an extra. Well, this is a bit close. It's the inconsistency for me. But let's bring out them numbers now. I mean, we're out here in the middle of fairway. I've hit two within 6 yards of each other with the same club at T250. So I think the consistency there is there with the club if it's there with the player. So I think if you're in the market for a utility iron or a hybrid, you've got to try them all. But I think if you're a lower handicapper, you know if you're a ball striker, try that T250. But if not and you're struggling, to get that, because you need the flight with it, especially this time of year. But you might not be buying a club for this time of year. So in the summer months, these two would work well for me. So we started with, they were off the 10th tee. I don't think the recording worked on them. Oh, we had a little duffer. I'm not showing you that one on there. Oh, it's not picked them all up, has it? Then there were the two with the T250i there. That's the one. Oh, it's not sent the ones on the tee across. That's a shame for some reason. So yeah, so when I get them good, 220. So like, as I've just said, 230 par 3. Maybe it would be. The only problem with the hybrids, you can, oh well, I do. I tend to turn them left. So yeah, so as I thought the TaylorMade were going a little bit further, it's actually probably not, because these were getting around 220, and I think that is probably where I'm at hitting these at the minute, especially under now conditions. Okay, summer we could probably add that to put that up to 230. And like I said, when I would be using these, so the height of summer this year, we've got to think that's going to roll. We've got the hole here, there, the green down there. We could add another 30, 40 yards onto this, especially how it's been this year on that there. So, but numbers are always going to be the same, as we say on a lot of videos. That we're at that sort of limit now, and it's the ball speeds off other parts of the face that they're trying to improve. And to be fair, the spread on that last column, second last column, 12 left, 13 right, 20 right, that's not too bad. For 220 yard shot, we'd take that. But yeah, give these a try. I would say if you're a better player and you like that, you'd hate to see that bulky look, try the T250. Higher handicappers struggling for that consistency, try the U505. But even if you're a ball striker, try that U505 with that as well, because I'm using this and thinking, is there something that would be better out there, just to ease my brain, getting into a tournament, them tight holes, using that. So yeah, interested to quality club from Titleist once again. That you just knew it were going to be, because it's Titleist. It looks class. It is performing class off there as well. But yeah, let me know any comments below about that one. Yeah, drop your messages. I'll get back to you all as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.